So I'm not in the apartment anymore. It's been a minute since I've been on YouTube, and I just kind of wanted to fill you guys in on basically what uh, has transpired in the last, I think it was 8 months since I last posted, and my life literally changed after uploading that. So shortly after uploading my last video, I got a job at a restaurant that I was the I was gonna be the host and one of the servers. My friend actually hooked me up with the job, which was cool. So I ended up going over there and working over there. I'm working there for about 7 months. I almost feel like my life is kind of stagnating because here I have this idea of a career that I want, and I'm so far away from that goal. Like the goal of being a lucrative or full-time artist is like so far away at this point. I go into work and, if you don't know about being a host, basically you just stand in front of the restaurant, you welcome them in and you sit them to their tables, etc., etc. And sometimes I'd go on the weekends and it'd be so fucking boring. Like I'm talking about, you get there at 12 and it's just one person comes in, maybe another person like 30 minutes later. Like on the weekends, it's just really slow. I'm bored out of my mind, but it's a it's almost like beautiful that that happens, because that gives me more opportunities to draw. Funny enough, because I would get the sheet of paper and basically just doodle, for hours. And they had me like training to be a server, but there's already enough servers there. They really just hired me to be a host. But I wanted to make more money, so I wanted to be a server. And so they have me serving sometimes, periodically, but not enough to like make a substantial amount of money or for it to be worth going into work. And so I'm basically just, hosting and going back to my apartment, trying to figure out this art shit, like really just trying to just figure out where I'm gonna be going with it. And shortly after, I start scrolling on Instagram and I'm like looking at these pen drawings and I'm like, man, these pen drawings look sick. I'm really vibing with these pen drawings, and then that my algorithm takes me to more of the like the tattooing style. Wow, like this is really, I'm really feeling this. I used to do paintings. I used to make a lot of paintings, which you guys, I mean, if you scroll past my other videos, yeah, you'll see that I was painting pretty regularly because I thought that's what I wanted. And then the pen drawings that I was seeing was just like reigniting this desire, this drive of what originally made me love art, and it was drawing. Drawing was the foundation. I was almost missing something. Like painting, don't get me wrong, is beautiful, but it always felt like a task because of that, it just made painting just feel kind of like this. While I'm in it, I'm loving it, but just the entryway to get in, it just did not, I just wasn't excited about it. Coupled with the fact that, I was going through a lot of stress. And so it just made it so that painting just wasn't a drive. But looking at these pen drawings just really made me get excited again and get invigorated with like passion. And so I just go back to the foundation and just start drawing with my pen. And it's coupled with the fact that I'm doodling on these host pages. This is the foundation of what makes me excited about art. It's drawing, it's pen drawing. And so I just start drawing again. I literally just start drawing again. It gets me excited. And around this time, I'm getting more politically involved and I'm starting to go to these political meetings for socialism. There's this event that happens where, I go and I'm not thinking anything of it, and I see some of the people that I've, seen throughout my consistent meeting attendance. And I sit at this table. I sit at this random round table, and someone comes and sits right in front of me. And I'm like, what? And apparently It's one of my old high school buddies from like, yeah, from like ninth grade or 10th grade or something like that. And we lock eyes and we're like, whoa, what the? I know you. Hey, what's up, man? It's just this really like crazy experience because I mean, I haven't seen this dude in like 15 years. Like, yeah, 15 years. And it is almost like, oh, wait, we're picking back where we left off in a weird way. Even though we weren't like that close, it was like we were close enough to remember each other. And we link up and we literally just hit it off. Like, we literally just hit it off. Like, we're talking about politics, we're talking about what's happening in the world, we're talking about art, we're talking about music, we're literally talking about every topic. And it's like I've known this dude for years. And so that happens, and I got a new homie. Now I'm hanging out at his place. It's all good. And this is also around the time where financially it's just getting really scary. It was scary before I got the host job, but it didn't change the fact that it was scary, because if you know about hosting doesn't make a lot of money. And yeah, you can make some money serving, but if you're not consistent with it, you're not going to be making a lot of money. Me and my brother are thinking about, getting a spot together. Maybe I can end my lease. Maybe we can try to find a spot together so that because I just cannot afford rent at this point. Like, it's just not even possible. And I go to my buddy's house, and the buddy that I met at the political event, and I'm telling him about this, and he's like, you can stay in a room if you want, like, no pressure. And I'm like, no, me and my brother are trying to figure this out. So me and my brother actually end up finding a spot that we both like, and we both think that we can fix up. The deal doesn't go down. We're like calling the guy, we're calling him saying like, hey, yeah, we're interested in the spot. And he's ghosting us. And we're like, what's happening right now? What's going on? And around this time, my brother, he's also getting offered to live with some friends because he's also part of the political organization. His friends are also like, hey, like, we got a spot that we want to kind of come together and live together. So me and my brother are in this position where it's like, okay, it seems like the universe is pulling us in different directions, where your friends are asking to, be a part of their, living situation. My friend is asking me to be a part of his living situation. So we're like, fuck it. Let's just go where the universe is pulling us. So my brother goes and lives with his friends, and lo and behold, I'm here. I'm living in the room, It's cool, man. I love it. It's like this, it's almost like it just happened at the right time. And it just makes me think about, like, I'm 31, and I feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I say all that because when I moved into this spot, it connected me with a friend that I just haven't seen in years, but like, we just have so much in common. It almost like refurbished this level of friendship that I've been longing for years. It's beautiful. It's beautiful because we also have like other people living here, like his girlfriend and another roommate that now we're cool with, or that I'm cool with now. And it's a small little community that lives in this, it's not a massive house, but it's decent. It's a nice size. It's perfect. It's perfect. Funny enough, living in this spot is where probably like the biggest career realization for me happened, where I know exactly what I want to do with this art thing. It's to work on projects. It's to work on personal projects that I want to just share with my community. Where that takes me is where that takes me. But I really just want to bring the community together and just let it be around art. So it basically leads me to say, yeah, I'm actually working on my first solo exhibition. It's called Cats and Cigarettes, and I'm going to be filming the process of basically my first solo exhibition. I'm going to be making a documentary about it. And in short explanation, it's essentially just social commentary, whether it comes to death, whether it comes to the political state of the world, where it comes to racism, bigotry, all these themes of society. I just wanted to basically depict in the form of a cat, because I feel like, cats, or I just feel like humans treat animals better than they treat humans. And I just kind of want to recontextualize these themes with a cat, just give it like somewhat of a humorous take, but then also a recontextualization of the theme, of the idea. I can actually show you kind of the idea of what Cats and Cigarettes is. Basically, I'm going to be working on ballpoint pen drawings on watercolor paper, so I can show you that right now. So this is one of the drawings that I'm working on. This is another one. My goal is essentially to have 30 drawings, or my goal is essentially to draw 30 drawings, and out of the 30 drawings, pick the best ones that I think represent, or mostly from a skill level, and then also that kind of get my point across of the specific thing that I'm trying to work with. The one I'm working on, not too sure if I want to add this part of the collection, but this is a piece that I was working on. There's this one that's definitely going in. It's probably one of my favorites. This is another one of my favorites that's definitely going in. So I don't want to give away too much because I'm still working on it, but this is essentially what they will be looking like. And so, yeah, it's just really exciting. It's funny, I came up with the idea from honestly working as a host, because I was drawing on the host sheet, and one of the servers came and was like, I drew this cat with a cigarette. Like it was a flash idea for tattooing. This server came up and looked at it and was like, oh, that is so cool. I like that. And I was like, oh, really? You like it? And she's like, yeah, I would totally get that tattooed. And I was like, so it's this cool thing. And it just was a slow progression where I was drawing these cats with cigarettes, and yeah, it just became this thing, this realization that, oh, this is what I want to tell a story with this, Yeah, I just started drawing these cats with cigarettes and these different themes of, whether that's dealing with mortality, whether that's dealing with addiction, drug abuse, any of these human conditions that beset us all. I kind of just wanted to recontextualize it with the cat, just to give it a different perspective to this idea that I want to make this the entry to developing projects. And it's so crazy because I've been an artist for my whole life, really, but with Boy at Play, it was always this thing where like I just didn't know where, like I knew what I wanted to do, but I didn't know where I wanted to take it. I didn't know if I wanted to be in the fine art world. I didn't know if I wanted to be a comic artist. I didn't want to be an animator. I didn't know where I wanted it to go, but I don't know, it all just hit me in this room. Like it hit me in this room exactly what I want to do with Boy at Play. And I was also, a little under the influence. It giving me the clarity that I needed to create this project is I'm thankful for. It just made me think about like, yeah, 31, but like I feel like this is where I'm supposed to be. This is where the universe has placed me, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I just think that I wasn't ready before in a weird way. When I thought I was so ready. I was like, I'm a good artist. I don't understand why, I'm not where I want to be. It was because I didn't have a level of consistency. I didn't have a vision. I was just going off of this idea that eventually my art would take off because it was just that good. But it's like there was no drive for a clear identity. It was just draw pictures, maybe sell prints. Draw pictures, maybe sell prints. And that's boring. And I have literally so many ideas. Like I'm working on this solo exhibition. I'm also filming the documentary for the solo exhibition. Yeah, I kind of just wanted to come on here and just say that, like, if you just feel lost and you don't really know where you're going, that's totally fine. It's totally normal, especially given the state of the world that we're in right now. But I do think it behooves us to not give up based on our conditions, because the conditions definitely create this stress, this feeling of scarcity. But I think when you remove the object of materialism and just decide, no, this is what I love. I don't really care if it makes me money or not. I just need to focus on this because this is what brings me joy in this shit show of a world. That alone will keep you afloat, if not the community that's around you, you know. And I have community. I have the community I've really always wanted in a weird way. I'm just grateful. Just know that if you're trying to go somewhere and you're trying your best with the resources you have around you, you're where you're supposed to be. You're where you're supposed to be. And just don't get complacent, but recognize that doing the best you can and to just keep going. As tried as that sounds, it's true. Before this, I made another video about recognizing that something's got to change. Like there's something that wasn't doing that was aligned with my goals. I was just kind of floundering and just living off of like survival mode and I didn't really have a direction. And being directionless is just it's scary. It's scary, especially for someone like me. It's a scary place to be. And so I needed direction. I needed alignment. And with that, it's led me here to this beautiful community, you know, this beautiful community, this beautiful space to kind of figure my shit out in a weird way. Like, yeah, Captain Cigarettes coming soon. Captain Cigarettes documentary coming soon. Yeah, stay tuned if you're into it. Peace.